Okay, am I ready? I'm not ready. Well, when are you going to be ready? Stop talking to yourself. Everybody can see I started the video. Oh my God. Shit. I'm not allowed to cancel any videos. Not unless. So now I'm going to take a drink. So I just wasted 20 seconds of your time. And now you might just close it off and you won't hear the rest of the story. You might want to listen to the rest of the stories. You know, I wasted 35 seconds of your time. You want me to just shut up, drink, and get on with it? Okay, I will. I'll listen to you. Since you wasted 41 seconds of your time, as of now, I'm going to listen to you and everybody else. I'm not going to screw around no more. I'm just going to take my drink because I don't want to waste a minute of your time. I know you don't have enough time to listen to my bullshit I have to talk about, okay? Thanks. Oh my God, a minute went by. I'm so sorry. I really am. I really am. So listen, I'm going to be turning off this page and going over back to Facebook. A man named Paul Wheeler, he asked me, he said, well, it says Raphael, so it's probably me. He says, Raphael, I came up with a number for the circumference based on the 1983 calculation. Now, just because it's 1983, that already is the connecting worlds all the way around. Okay, 3 parts. Okay, it could be either in a straight line, or it can be around and then down to the center. The reason for the Q. I mean, you do know the reason for the Q, don't you? The reason for the Q is this, right over here. You see the square? You go around the square, down, and then you drag a line all the way back to the center. That makes the Q. So the first 2 numbers, 1.5768, I mean, just read the numbers, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're telling you a story. There is no 9 because it is the birth. What speaks for the 9, which is the man 6, is actually the 1. The first 1 on the 1.5768 is because 1 and 9 equals 10, to tell you the totality connection of the world, connecting the beginning with the end. Or on the dice cube, there's 6 sides to a dice cube, and the totality is 7. And the 1 always shows up. You don't have to mark 6 because you're breaking it all down. We're talking about the core, which is the 1 dice, which is the 1, the center dot. Then we have 5 and 7. 31, 13, 13, 31, 13 is 57. And 57 is 3 by 19, which is telling you we're connecting the spirit of the 3 worlds of the birth. Okay? Now, there was always a big question with me with the birth, and which means how did they duplicate our DNA? Or it's not the DNA that got duplicated. The earth owns our DNA. All God sends in is our story to life and what number we need to connect to who we are is the only thing. They connect one us, one other human being, and then just a brain, where it's just a brain and they can manipulate your brain. I'm also thinking that the sperm is electronic and somehow it's being controlled by a super brain, and a brain that man cannot really actually manipulate. When I'm talking about a brain, it could be a super brain that says this is what the humans can be, so that way we can't actually be taken advantage of, like, hey man, they could have taken over the world a million years ago. They don't need any money. They could have made us slaves, but they didn't. They didn't choose to do it. Yeah, so you put up 5, 7, so 5, okay. The first number being 5, or 1 and 5 together, is the 15th letter, which is the egg. 76, the spirit of 76, is the first 13 numbers. 7 odd, 6 even. Okay, 7 is the king, and 6 is the jack. Okay, 8 is the area they are in. 8, if you split it one way, you get 2 3s, which is part of creation. You can split it and say it in half and say 8 is 4, which is one world of the 4 corners and the other world of the 4 pillars. So when you're talking 5, 7, 6, 8, you're talking about the space in between the heaven, because when you get 57, it's 13 plus 31 which makes 44, and then 13 again brings you to the 57. Although 44, Barack Obama, is 4 corners odd, and the 4 in between even numbers is 8, and the center 5, which is between everything on the face of the phone, is what's the middle two of 5, 7, 6, and 8. And the reason we have that is because 5 is either the heart or the center passage, and the 6 is the man for the 8 heaven he lives in, underneath the rule of the king. And I believe the king would be bringing the 1 and the 6 together, making that 7. The reason for that is because it's like when you play checkers. Until you get into the zone, you don't get 2 checkers on top of each other. Because if you look at the 7 card at all, the 7 card is actually has 1 moon compared to the 8 card. How do you want to look at these numbers? Which way do you want to look? Do you want to look at the 5 in cards? How do we get a 5? 1 and 4 is 5, 2 and 3 is 5. If we had 3 numbers, 1 and 1 is 5, 3 and automatically, I mean, if you want 5 equals 1 plus 3 plus 1, or 3 plus 1 plus 1. That's the only way. 1, 1, 3 is the only way to get 5. I didn't think of that before. If you're using 3, I mean, because, or 2 plus 2 plus 1, 122 also equals 5. And 5 has to do with the month of May, the number 555, because from every corner in the game that we play is 5, 5, 5, and 5. 5 is the center, any center of anything. They always call it the 5-hole, or at least I look at it that way, because the ace card is in the center. But if you look at the center of anything of the ace card, it is actually in the 5 position. Now I'm trying to see where you are as over here. You see where the 5 is in the middle? But the distance to go from here all the way to here is further. I'm using 2 numbers here and 2 numbers here. But to go from this corner to this corner is longer than from here to here. By what percentage and why? It has to be a percentage that's easy. God made everything easy. He made all the answers easy. How can I explain it by easy? How many numbers between 5 and 6? Don't ask me that stupid question. 5 plus 1 is 6, right? But what if you go 5 plus 0.0002, 5 plus 0.0003, 5 plus, I mean, it's going to be 100,000 numbers. But in all actuality, whole numbers, there's only 1. But the distance between 5 and 6, okay, no, the distance between 3 and 4 and 5 is huge. Or is it huge? Because look, you see where 4 and 5, but look where 3 is. 3, and you have to go all the way to 4 over here. 1 and 1 level, 1 and 1 level. So you have these 2 levels here. The other thing I was going to show you, I mean, here's the football score, 341 football score. And I told you, Monopoly, Alpha, Omega, zzz. 41. Monopoly. Start here on go, go all the way around, and back to here, and you've done 41. It's the first time I saw that. I'll probably forget about it. Where is it? Where is it? Around, and 2, 1, go, 2, go. 41. So anyways, we're going to end it right here. Oh, what happened to my camera? Poor people. Okay, what else did you want to talk about? That was it? Okay, we're going to stop here. Thanks for watching. Ciao. There was probably more with those numbers that I was talking about. It's just inside the circle. It's showing something that's what's happening inside the circle. At the same time, it's giving you a number of the actual area, but it's also telling you what's in that area of the size of the circle of 1.5768 trillion kilometers. Raphael 7286. Camera fell down. Time to stop this video. Thank you for watching.